Right, let's demo the Karma test adapter. I'll start by opening Visual Studio and let's install the adapter. I'll search for Karma and there it is. That should be installed. Now it needs to restart Visual Studio, that's fine. And we'll start by creating a new project. Let's make that a web project. Call it Karma Demo. And make it an empty one. We don't need web config, so that gets deleted. Now, first of all, we're going to use node packages. So I'll create a package.json to keep those settings. There we go. And make it private so it doesn't expect any information. Right, go to the command prompt and here we are. First of all, we need to install Karma. Now, I'll start by installing the Karma command line interface globally, so that we will be able to just say Karma whenever we want to run Karma. And we want to install Karma and save it in our package.json as a development dependency. We will be running Jasmine tests, so we need Karma Jasmine as well. I want to be able to launch or run my tests in Chrome and in Phantom.js. That should install them nicely. And last but not least, we need the reporter for the adapter. Yes, of course. There we go. That should be everything we need to install. I'll initialize the Karma configuration by running Karma init. We want to run Jasmine tests, yes. In this case I don't want to require JS, so that's no. I want to run with Chrome. I want to run with Phantom.js, and that's it. I will be putting my test files in a folder called test, and any old JavaScript files will be regarded as tests in that folder. And it can't find any, but that's fine because I haven't made any yet. And I do not want to exclude any files. I do want Karma to watch them, and that's it. Now let's run Karma start just to see that the configuration is working. As you'll see, it'll start up Chrome. I'll switch back to the command prompt. It'll have run 0 of 0 tests, but that is exactly what we expected, so that's fine. I'll just get out of Karma, and this looks very promising. Now let's go back to Visual Studio. The first thing I need to do is to include the configuration file for Karma, because otherwise the Test Explorer will not know about the Karma tests. So I have included it now, and let's start writing some tests. I do that. I start by creating a folder called tests and create a JavaScript file called test file 1. In this file I'll let's make a test. We're testing the Test Explorer. Actually, it's the adapter. And it should display this test. Save it. Let's see what happens. Ta-da! Now let's close this file. Select the test in the Test Explorer, and as you'll see at the bottom, it knows where that test lives. So if I double click the test, it will take me back to my test file. Now if I run the test, you'll see it will start up Karma in the background, run it a single time, and display the results. In the bottom of the Test Explorer, you'll be able to see that it has actually run the test twice, once in Chrome and once in Phantom.js, and it has passed in both cases, which it should, because we don't have any assertions. Now let's add a test. I just copy the other one and say this should also display this test. After saving it, you'll see that it will show up in the Test Explorer all by itself. If I run all the tests, same thing as before. Both tests pass. I can double click. I can see the results for each browser. Now when I'm in Visual Studio, I might not want Chrome to show up every time I run the tests. So I could create a configuration file just for the test adapter, and that would be called Karma -vs -reporter, like that. Now I can override basically any Karma configuration in here, but in this case I want to override the browsers, and I only want Phantom.js. So now I've overridden the browsers. Let's run all the tests and see what happens. Ah, that didn't work. That's because it wasn't valid JSON. Let's try that one again. and you'll see that it has only run the tests in Phantom.js. Now, if I want to run the tests in both browsers, I can always go back to my command prompt, say Karma start, and it will run my tests exactly how I would normally run them in Karma. So that's it. I hope you enjoy using the Karma test adapter. Thank you for listening.